Okay, so today is Tuesday, and this is the second training meeting that I've had. And I want you guys to understand something. When I say it's training, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm teaching you something, because I'm not.
Excuse me, Greg, Dana's just entering.
Cool. I'll hold on till Dana gets in. Dana, are you there? You don't have to speak. I've just noticed that you came in. Good job. Okay, so let me keep moving. All right, so because I call this a training doesn't mean that I'm teaching you anything. I'm treating this like I've raised a lot of dogs in my life, and I'm not calling you guys dogs. What I'm saying is I've raised a lot of dogs in my life. And one thing I noticed about raising dogs, if you bring a dog into the pack that is well adjusted, he or she has a tendency, whether that dog is an alpha dog or not, he or she has a tendency of policing the pack. In other words, providing them with a way to look so that they kind of stay all in one deal. Somebody said they thanked me for being a leader. I am not a leader. I'm just a good follower. And the last thing I heard from the founder was, we're not doing any more Zooms. So team leaders, you have to do your own Zoom. I don't really call myself a team leader either. I just know that when I joined, I came across some people who wanted to join too, like Jonica, and now she's joined. But she's got her own group. Pretty soon she's gonna be doing her own calls, right? Everybody's gonna be doing, hopefully, what owners do. What kind of business would Amazon be if Jeff Bezos never took a meeting, right? So you have to look at it in that way, right? If you call yourself an owner, whether you call yourself a leader or not, and the true leader is the one that creates the most leaders. But whether you call yourself a leader or not, if you are an owner, and it may be foreign because most people have never owned a part of a business they've been in. They've always said, I started a new business. Well, no, you became an affiliate for a business, or you became a distributor with a business, or you became a salesperson with a business. But you essentially were a sharecropper working on Mr. Gilmore's property. That's somebody else's land that you working for them, and they give you what they believe you deserve, or give you what they want to give you, whether you deserve it or not, right? So today's call, and I'm gonna make it quick, guys. I'm gonna try to be out of here by 8:45. Today's call, today's training is called Mind Your Time, Mind Your Business. Let me say that again. I know I sound like my dad, a preacher. I can't help it.
Especially in live.
Carlin Butts, please mute your phone. Thank you. This training, if you will, today is called Mind Your Time, Mind Your Business. When I'm going to start, instead of starting with Mind Your Time, I'm going to go start with Mind Your Business. My father-in-law, I told Jonica this story today. My father-in-law is a professional walleye fishing guide.
To that dude that looks like a chick piece on a cop.
Carl, please mute your phone, please. My father-in-law is a professional walleye guide. People come from all over the country to go to northern Minnesota to get in a boat with him. And they already know when they pay that $450, $500, he's going to put them on walleye. They're going to catch them, and they're going to catch them, clean them, and they're going to have a big bag of fish to take home and stories that last the rest of their lives. He don't even have to advertise anymore. He's booked all the time because he's so good at what he does. And part of what they do, they use bobbers. For people who really don't know how to fish, he just puts a bobber and takes a worm and puts them out there like little kids or adults who don't fish that much and put it on them. And he said, mind your bobber. Don't be looking over here at me. Keep your eye on that bobber, because that bobber goes down. You need to set the hook so you can get a fish. And that whole concept became a thing he would say about just about anything. If you're jumping all into a conversation, ain't got nothing to do with you. And he'll say in that thick Minnesota accent, mind your own bobber. All right? He meant that. Every time he said it, he meant that. All right? He's saying, stay on your team. Stay over there where you at. Right? Stay in your lane. I tell people all the time, hey, your turn signal's on. Get in your lane and turn that off. Right? I know you were being polite by putting your signal on, but what difference does it make if you got out of your lane? Stay in your lane. And here's what I know about this lane called YEREQGEO. The owners are in a lane. You ain't in on your own lane. All of the owners in one lane. The founders are in the same lane. They're just in front of us. So what's our job? Don't be jumping on no off ramps. Right? If you want to pull over and eat, go ahead and pull over and eat, but get back in your lane when you get done eating. But the last thing you want to do is take your eye off the road and decide that you're going to pull out your own map and you're going to run the business the way you feel like running it. I've been in too many businesses to know that don't work. That don't work. I swear to you guys, it does not work. Everybody tries to reinvent the wheel. That's why when Thursday comes, I'm going to do a presentation that was given to me that they say this is the official presentation. I'm not going to add any slides. I'm not going to subtract any slides. I may add some commentary for entertainment value, but I'm not going to add any slides. I'm not going to deduct any slides. I'm shooting it the way they want it shot. So that way they know that the conversation is the same across the board. But what I'm also not going to do, I'm not going to spend 1 minute on any of these calls complaining. I might bring up something I think we need to address, but if I bring it up, understand that if I bring it up, I bet you $1 million I got a solution. I got a solution. It might be the one, may not be the one that they've chosen, but I'm gonna provide that solution and then I'll run it up the flagpole and see if it works. I'll go to the next person up, keep going up, but I'm not gonna jump over my sponsor. If you wanna use, I hate that MLM stuff, but I'm not gonna jump over the guy who brought me to this company. He's not gonna jump over the person that brought him. And she's not gonna jump over the person that brought her. We're gonna stay in a chain of commands, kind of like the military. You got an issue with a private sitting next to you, or you got an issue with a sergeant. You don't go to the general, you go through the chain of command, right? So to mind your business, that means stay on task. We have one task. One task. Build, but most importantly, protect the brand. If you never hear if you don't ever memorize the motto for this company, the statement, right? If you never memorize that, okay, big deal. But here's what you need to memorize. Burn it into your brain. Protect the brand. Because who's going to do it if the owners don't do it? Mind your business. Now, I know how hard that is to do when you're so used to just being an affiliate. I get that. I've been an affiliate. I've been a representative. I've been a, salesperson, right? I've done all of that. but I didn't own any of it. None of it until now. Now, have I owned companies before? Yes. Yes, I have.
Clip on PCH normal haulage. They say they fell 50 feet over the side. Unfortunately, they were able to save both of them. They're expected to be.
Are you done, Andrea?
She's
Cool.
muted.
Cool. Now, I feel like a school teacher. Oh, would you like to speak to the whole class? But it threw me off. But anyway, here's where I'm going with this, guys. All of us have been affiliates. All of us have been representatives. All of us have been brokers. All of us have been all that stuff in all these different businesses. We've been that. I've owned businesses, and just because you bought a LLC don't mean you own a business. That means you bought a corporate structure. That's all you did. Because what you did with an LLC is you went to work for somebody. And the only difference is they didn't W-2 you. They W-9'd you and you just paid a 1099. You got to send a 1099. That's the only difference. Most of us have been employees in our lives. And the only thing an LLC would have done for that was provide you with a couple of little write-offs or something. But for the most part, we haven't owned any businesses, at least not successful ones, for the most part. Right? So, and we haven't created any passive income at all. And most of us haven't even created any residual income, especially if you did that through an MLM, because MLM has been proven since its inception until 2 seconds ago to be a 98% failure rate situation. 98% failure rate. So when I also say mind your business, what I mean by that is this is the only business you have. Everything else you're doing can be listed as side hustle, somebody else's MLM, network marketing company, affiliate company. That's not your business. All you're doing over there is minding your spot. You're minding your desk. You're minding the field. This is the only business that you are minding, that you should be minding. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean you shouldn't market your other stuff that you're doing? Sure. Sure. But I make some pretty good money in some of the businesses that I'm in. I haven't looked at them since I became an owner, because none of them have ever offered me an ownership stake. None of them has ever offered me a dividend share. And none of them have ever told me, all you have to do is get in it, stay in it, and you get paid in it. Somebody should have wrote that down. Prince told me a long time ago, unless you're a genius like me, you might want to write some of this down. Somebody should have written down, all I need to do to finally win is get in. All of you done that. Stay in. We hope that's what you're doing. And get paid in it. In other words, you can go to bed and never talk about Yereq again. Right now, as long as your money is coming out every month, you don't even have to talk about it. You don't have to discuss it. My sister, my mother-in-law, and as of a week ago, my wife, all three are owners. They are no more, they have no less benefits than me. Anybody. There's nobody on here that's going to make more money from a dividend check than my mother-in-law, unless you came in maybe 2 or 3 months before she did. I joined January 18th. So the first time there's a dividend check, I'm going to get paid on 3-4 months worth of dividends. And then it'll even out and everybody will get paid that one check every month. Jonica seems to believe it's going to be at least $1,000 per person, even if they start 1 month in arrears. I tend to believe her now, knowing what I know from all the stuff that I've heard in the last few days and from what I just saw on YouTube on a video that people were originally saying, don't make this go out to the public. And of course, they put it in the public, but you know, whatever. So mind your business. Mind your business. This is your business. YEREQGEO Energy, that's your business. That right there. That right there. That all the way over to there. That's your business. That is my subsidiary of the business. And that is how you get to that subsidiary. But all of it equals that everything. I put that earth behind me spinning. That's all leads to that. That's it, guys. That's your business. Mind it. And if you own it, what the hell are you doing complaining about it? We need to be about solutions. Solutions. That's it. Anything other than that, you're sitting in a boat. Everybody's rowing this way. And you either turned around in the boat going the other way, or you done got out the boat, standing on the bank, chunking rocks. No, because I'm going to protect the brand. I don't know about you, but I'm going to protect the brand. And I know if I keep my head down and do what I'm asked to do and go above and beyond what I'm asked to do and bring on more people who want to be like that, and I don't need but 10. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'd rather run with 10 than drag 100. And anybody's complaining, they forcing me to drag them. And then they're also forcing me to work for them, and I will not do it. Now I'm gonna go to mind your time. I've spent enough time on that. Mind your time, guys. Do not spend more than 5 minutes talking to somebody about this opportunity. If they don't get it in 5 minutes, they ain't gonna get it. Because everything you say after that, you're just giving them more ammunition to say no. And I'm just talking about bringing people to the opportunity before we hit 10,000. Oh, when we hit 10,000, you may not never hear from me again. Because all I'll be doing then is reaching out to my business clients, getting them set up and in. I'm gonna let Dana give any update, because I'm gonna try to do updates both nights, because I know some people want to know stuff all the time. So I'm hoping Dana will give us a couple little tidbits, especially since it was our own video. But I'm gonna give Dana a minute here after I get done. After I get done to just drop a few tidbits after we do the Q&A. But again, mind your time. Quit letting people work, put you to work. I had a guy reach out to me and he was like, so yeah, man, what is this YEREQGEO? I said, what do you mean, what is it? Well, I saw on your Facebook. Oh, there you go. You saw my Facebook. So here's what you want to do. You want to go on my Facebook page, scroll down about a month or two, and just read and watch all the way till you get to today. They'll tell you all you need to know. Anything else? You're not gonna put me to work, stand around trying to convince you or nothing. Had another guy. Yeah, I saw some information about YEREQGEO, and I'm gonna get in. You know, he's like, I'm gonna get in. I was like, okay. Well, you know where to go, right? Yeah, I came through your store. Okay, cool. So tell me about it. I said, what do you want to know? I don't know. Pitch me. I said, some of y'all have already heard me tell the stories. I'm gonna tell it again. He said, pitch me. I'm like, oh, no, dude, you got me messed up. I'm not pitching you. Pitch what? What do you mean pitch you? I don't need you to do anything. I don't even want you to do anything unless you want to, right? I'm already an owner, bro. I'm already an owner. This is my company already. You need to be figuring out how to get in. Luckily for you, I gave you a door. All you saw was a wall. Now I gave you a door. Go through it. Go through it. That was the end of that pitch conversation. Next day, $997. Treat your business for the value that it is. Mind your time. Don't let anybody talk your ear off over $99. No. No. When I talk to people now, I don't even give them a $99 option. I don't even give it to them. They can find it if they want it. I tell everybody, look, what you want to do, if you want to be in this company, you need to pull $997 out of somebody or somewhere, or out of some orifice of your body. You need to pull $997 out and send it there. Well, I don't have, well, what do you have? Because 997 is going to give you X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Really? That much? Yes. Yes. Now, 99 is not going to make you less of an owner. You're still going to be the same owner, but think about the long term. Think about it down the road. If somebody said all you had to pay was $997 in 2008, I think that's when it was. All you got to pay is $997, and we're going to give you 20,000 Bitcoin. Knowing what you know today, would you find that $997? I'd knock somebody in the head, get that $997. If knowing what I know about Bitcoin, right? The only reason why I didn't buy Bitcoin at the beginning, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't care. And by the time it started going up, I said, yeah, I've already hit the top. Then it kept hitting again. And I'm not advocating for Bitcoin. I'm just talking about how opportunities can hit you and you just let them slide. The difference between $99 and $997 with respect to ownership is immeasurable. There's nothing there. It has no measurement. It's nothing there. $99 a month, owner. $997 one time, owner. The difference is the tangible different pieces that benefit you in the long term. The long term. If you knew that the Yereq token was going to be $20,000 per token in 5 years, if you knew it, would you come in at 99 or would you come in at 997? Luckily, John loves you. I'm just calling it like it is. He loves you. Why do I say that, G? Why do you say that? Oh, here's why. Because he loves you enough to allow you to come in at 99 and you can upgrade anytime you want. Because once you're an owner, you're in. What else you need to know, man? So mind your time. Don't waste time trying to convince people of anything. That's that MLM mindset. I need you, because if I don't get you, I ain't gonna make the money I want to make, because I need you to go get other people, to go get other people, to go get other people, to go. No. Nah. No. This is not an MLM. Quit treating it like one. I'm not gonna ever be on here complaining for an hour. Why? Because I own the company. I own it. I own it. So mind your time. Your time is valuable. Do you know how valuable your time is? If the first check you get is $1,000, the first month you get a dividend check, $1,000, what you need to do is say to yourself, wow, okay, you're telling me my first check is $1,000, right? $1,000 divided by 30, that means you make 33 bucks a day. That first month you made 33 bucks a day. How much is your time worth? John said, not out of the mouth of Dana or Wilhelmina or RV or whoever, Mr. Bingham, no, Mora, no, out of John's mouth, not even out of Cynthia's mouth, out of John's mouth. John said, I'm going to make 10,000 millionaires. And then just this past Saturday, I heard with my own ears, even though the volume wasn't that good, my ears perked up when he said this one. I'm going to make 10,000 millionaires in 8 months. Y'all get that? 8 months. 8 months. If you heard that on that video, type a Y in the chat box. If you heard it, type a Y in the chat box. Yes. For yes and for yay. He's going to make that happen. How? Because he doesn't need us for anything. John has the vendors in place. All of the vendors are in place. He and Cynthia could just let those vendors go to work, who all have sales forces, by the way. He could just let those vendors go to work and he get the little bit of money between vendor and buyer on everything we're selling. And he would not need us for anything, and he'd be a multi-billionaire by December. What month is this again? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. In 8 months, he's going to create 10,000 millionaires. I'm going to be one of them, I guarantee. You know why? Because the first thing out of his mouth the other day was, if you have a team, start doing your own Zoom. And I ain't from Texas, but I used to live in Austin, Texas, and I lived in San Antonio, Texas. And down there in Texas, they call that getting a clue. So, hey, guys, it's 8:35. I used a half hour. The next 15 minutes or less, we're going to take any questions. I'm going to try to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'm going to defer to Dana and let Dana answer them. But guys, remember, please, mind your time. Mind your own barber. Mind the business that you own, because nobody's going to mind it better than you, because it's yours. All right? Nobody's going to raise your children better than you, right? Same thing, same thing. Nobody's going to run your business better than you when it's your business. And I understand you don't really, and I'm really used to that. Used to being in the field, but now it's time to learn how to fold the napkin so you can come in the house. All right? Awesome. Jonica, do we have questions for this day? You're muted.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay, cool. Let's hear it.
The first one is from Mr. Anthony Bernard.
My boy,
And he asked, what is the function of Yereq commercials?
Okay, easy. That's an easy one. Yereq commercials have one function: grow the brand. That's the function. The function of the commercials, the main primary function of every commercial that will be on television, streaming, DOOH, everywhere else you could see a YEREQGEO commercial is there for one primary purpose: to grow the brand. Second only to, if a QR code is on one of those commercials, and it may or may not be, and if that QR code has Anthony Bernard's website at the back of it, and somebody clicks on it, Anthony may or may not get a sale from that commercial. But the key component is to build that. The company with the funny name.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
He's got a second part.
Yes, listen.
Do they just receive the EV charging station prospect questionnaire sheet to submit to Altel, and then Altel sales rep contacts the prospect and starts the process to schedule a survey, site survey?
I can't fully answer that. However, I will say this: the initial commercials won't be just an attempt to get you to buy an EV charger. The initial commercials are going to be an attempt to get you to recognize the brand, right? Some of you guys aren't old enough to remember, but I remember the first time I saw a Nike commercial. They weren't trying to sell me nothing. All they said was, swoosh, just do it. Or it'll be a commercial about Coca-Cola, where they're not really trying to sell you Coke. They just want you to understand and look at that red and that swoosh and the Coke and the whole thing, right? They are initially building brand awareness, because John said it, and I'll quote: building a brand beats selling any day. And he's right. And if you don't believe that, it's because you've never owned a business, and you definitely haven't owned a multi-billion-dollar renewable energy conglomerate. Did I get you, Ant?
Yeah, we good. Appreciate
Right on,
you, man.
bro. Right on. What's next?
All right, next is Agatha Saki.
I love that name, Agatha. Go ahead.
Yes, she resides in the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix. She says, we are supposed to be a U.S. territory,
Yes.
but of course we are the black sheep when it serves its purpose. I cannot order the Pegasus or home unit because of the 50 states.
Okay, so what's the question? That sounds like a statement. What's the question?
All right,
Hold on. Let me say what. Hold on. The reason why I said that, and I knew Jonica because I know how you are. You're a dog. You a dog in the hunt, right? So you immediately like, G said get her. So I'm gonna explain it, right? No, I'm not trying to get you to explain anything. I'm letting Agatha know what you did was put a complaint on a piece of paper and put it in a complaint box. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those. So what you need to do is rephrase your question for next Tuesday, unless you get it from somebody else, in the form of a question where you can get an actual answer. Because if you went to Google, right, and you were looking for an answer to that question, you would have to type in something. Let me give you another example. If you pull up to McDonald's drive-through, I've said this before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But if you drive up to a McDonald's drive-through and you're hungry, and you pull up and the woman or the man on the other end says, "Welcome to McDonald's, may I help you?" And then you say, "I've been hungry for 3 days, and for some reason, because I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands, they treat me like a stepchild, one-eyed stepchild, and I can't get nobody to give me no food." That's what you're gonna hear. Or somebody in there be like, "And what would you like to have to eat?" You didn't form that in a question. You went political, telling me what the United States does with the U.S. Virgin Islands. So I don't really know how to answer that. And for that reason, because it's not a question, we're going to move to the next question.
Could we speak to the Pegasus router and why she can't get it?
Sure.
Maybe she didn't get that email.
I know, but if she didn't get the email, is she an owner or is she sitting in an affiliate position?
Okay.
And if you're an owner, you should be getting emails. And when you get because I didn't even get the email. I can't get the company email to work in my email program to save my life. But every time I get a glimpse of anything, I reach out. Jonica, did you get an email? Yeah. Does she send it to me? Boom. Okay, cool. I read it. Boom. Okay, I see Pegasus is having some issues. Not Pegasus and not John, because John and Pegasus are fine. The problem is the logistics of getting the router, which is not located in the United States, into the United States. That's the problem. Right? Now, I've done chastising Agatha because I love her name so much. I'm done chastising. So hear what I
Okay,
say.
next
Agatha.
is Tyrone
No, hold on,
Bennett.
hold on, hold on.
How
Let
do
me-
I
let me-
get the
hold on.
introduction brief?
Hold on, Jonica. I want to say this to Agatha because I feel like I kind of beat her up. So I'm going to fix that. I did not say that to beat you up. I said that to get you in owner mode. Okay. So as far as the U.S. Virgin Islands is concerned, I don't understand why you aren't able to get certain things. But again, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. But again, you have to approach this like you own a company. You have to. Okay, so what's the next question?
This is from Tyrone Bennett. How do I get the introduction brief?
The introduction brief. I don't even know what an introduction brief is. Do you, Jonathan?
I am unaware of that.
Okay, let's see if Dana knows. Dana, what's the introduction brief?
Osmosis. I don't know. I'm not sure what he's referring to.
Me either.
Is he on the call?
Are you on the call? What's his name again?
Tyrone Bennett.
Tyrone Bennett. Tyrone Bennett, are you in it to win it? Where you at, bruh? Hold on, let me look. Let me look. Tyrone, I don't see him. Tyrone dropped the question and then didn't show up to get the answer. Okay, well, next question.
That's it.
That's
That's all
it?
I have in,
Okay,
in
cool.
the email. In
Cool.
the email.
So guys, remember this. If you have a question, and again, trust me, guys, I'm not a mean person in any way. I'm not trying to be mean. Agatha, I love you. I'm just saying we have to become owners of this opportunity. Okay, so.
I have another question in the chat.
Okay.
This comes from Sheila Jones,
Mhm.
and she asked, will tonight's meeting touch on the status of the chargers? I would like to purchase a commercial unit. I understand that they're sold, they sold out last month, and will we get them at the same price they were in March?
Okay, to that, I cannot answer. That's a question above my pay grade. I can answer that. Dana, do you have any answer for that?
I was going to say, blasphemy. Who said we sold out? We will never sell out.
I agree. I agree. So I'm
We
just
will never sell out. In terms of perhaps the locations that we're being offered in Vegas, maybe that's your question.
I think that's
So
what
let
the
me-
question is.
Let me talk to you about that in the update. So the company does not believe in holding your money more than 60 days. So if there's no activity for any reason and we hit 60 days, you're going to get your money back. So in the situation with the charging stations for Vegas, the permits are taking a long time. Anytime you go through the government to get permits and things like that, they have delays. So it's been a while since we paid for those charging stations, and we're just getting to the permits. They're just touching the permits, but they can't tell us how quickly those permits are going to be done. So it'll be then over the 60 days. So the money does not serve you sitting in our accounts. It's just sitting there waiting for these permits to happen. So what's going to happen is you're going to also be refunded, just like the Pegasus, you're going to be refunded that money. I tell you to hold on to it because once the permits clear, then you would be able to move forward. But we have just solved the permit problem also. And this is what is so exciting with us doing what we have done, and especially with the meeting in Atlanta. We no longer are going to have that issue with needing permits. The company has moved to a different way of powering the charging stations. So those who are going to be refunded, please hold on to your money. You are going to still need them. There's still going to be the $5,499, whatever that was, $5,000. That's still going to be in play. It's just they did not want to hold on to your money for more than 60 days.
Beautiful, Coach Dana. Now, beautiful. I hope that answered your question. I just saw a question come in the chat from Durwood, always up to no good. What happens if people sign up as an affiliate? Are they still considered an owner? I think through human error, that is what happened. I don't really fully understand that. Dura, can you unmute yourself and ask that question again? I don't really understand what you were saying. Durwood Sutton, can you unmute yourself so that I can understand the question you asked? There you go.
Okay, so from the beginning, when it first came out, people were sending the affiliate links out for people to sign up. Okay.
Right.
And I know I had numerous of people that signed up under that link, but they haven't showed up nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. I get where you're going. Okay, so let me ask you this. When you say they haven't shown up anywhere, those people who signed up under your affiliate link, okay, did they sign up and go buy something, or did they just go into your back office?
They signed up and paid their $99.
Okay, so here's what you need to understand. If they put $99 in that back office from your affiliate link cookies you to them, all right? Because it cookies you to them, that commission is yours. Now, if they don't have a position as in your network, that might be because they have yet to fill out your network form and put a position in the network, because there's two separate entities going on there. When you give somebody your affiliate link, affiliate means you, the person who gets the commission for the product that you sell. Network link means you, the person, right, are building your network, right? So I wasn't around when they were telling us to do one way or the other. I screwed up a couple of times and I signed somebody up with this and that. But what I came to find out was, and I hope this, I don't know about the new site because I haven't used the new site to bring anybody in yet. But in the old site, what I ended up doing was I would sign people up as a member in my network link, which was basically a thing that showed who they are, right? Signs them up, boom, right? And then I would tell them after they've gotten in my back office, because I would see them, then I would reach out to them and say, look, here's where you want to go to get the, to become an owner. Now, in this business, at least in the old website, they could use their own affiliate link, pay for it. I still get my commission. They still get, they get the 20% off, because if they use their affiliate link to sign up, that affiliate link is still cookie to me because they came through my network. So that's why it's a circle, it's a circular thing, right? It's a circular thing that allows you to go in through network or affiliate. The only problem is if you go in through affiliate first, you have to go behind them and say, okay, I see you signed up under my affiliate link. Now I need you to go get a position in my matrix, right? Because if you don't, then they could end up somewhere down at the bottom of your matrix instead of at the top when they first join. You know, and not that that's really that relevant, but for a lot of people, it is very relevant. So I know that cookies work that way. If you give somebody your affiliate link and they go pay, the company sees that money, they know it came through you. So so eventually they're either going to send them an email saying you need to get a position, or you send them an email saying you get a position. But the key component is that they pay. And when they pay that 99, they're inside the arc. We can figure all that out after everybody gets in, they close the door. Does that help, Derwood?
Perfect, perfect.
Nice.
May I suggest, Yereq, you go back and you send them the appropriate link to register. I would do it with the old one only because they've already paid and the new one's going to trigger them to pay.
Right.
Right. But when I go into the old website and I click on anything, it takes me to the new one.
Right, because I was going to share as of today, you're going to be connected to the new one. If you don't see the persons that are supposed to be in your level 1, go ahead and just have them register using the new link. They don't have them pay because they've already paid. So if they're not on your level 1, they should be on your level 1. Give them the link, have them register so that they are in the system. And then the system will communicate and attach them to their payment.
Okay.
Nice job. Here's another question in the chat. Where do we access all of the products and prices to market within the new back office? Tower and or generator and other products. What could be the reason a person is listed as a non-active distributor in the new back office? That listing of non-active distributor has nothing to do with you. That's a whole nother deal. You're automatically listed as active because you've got a position. You're back there, you're active, and you paid as an owner. That doesn't tell you that you're an owner or not. That's just, I think that's a residual piece that they're trying to get all dialed in right now. But if you have access to the back office, that automatically means you're at least an affiliate. And then if you know you paid, you have a receipt showing you paid. So you're good one way or the other. It may not show it as such, but you're good. So just, again, you're in the arc, and once the door closes, we can okay, now let's dial all this in, let's figure all this out, right? Now, as far as the products are concerned, that's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before they start putting more and more products in the back office for us to approach. And if it's not there, don't worry about trying to sell it. It's just that simple. If it's not there, you can't sell it. You can't sell it if it ain't there. So let them catch up.
Dealing with the question that she's asked in terms of the new products.
Yeah.
They're not there yet because you have to be certified to sell them. You must be certified. The other products will fall in place, but you can't even touch them. And those products are also not going to be available until June. So June, okay? And at which time the certifications will begin. So let's address that. June 7th, you check in the hotel. Have training. June 10th, you check. June 7th, you check in. June 8th and 9th is training certification. June 10th, you check out. Now, the difference is Yereq has been very thoughtful, very giving, where they did not charge us for any of their events. No tickets were purchased, you just go, right? In this case, because we have to be certified, we also want to see who is very serious about their business. So there is a price, and there's going to be 3 different levels of membership, to attend the event, 3 different price range. And it's based on you'll have extra things in the package that you'll pay for, but the main thing is your certification. So this is going to say who is really about their business, who's going to invest in themselves and their business, who's going to show up and show out for their business.
Awesome. Awesome. I saw another question. We're going to take that one last question and we're going to be done for the night. Are we still using the 97 monthly for the international and 97 subscription for the US? I never even understood that, because how I perceived that in the back office was 99, and it's 99, by the way, 99 you can pay it one time and it doesn't automatically come out. Then the second one says 99 subscription. That means that when you pay it, it's going to come out every month without you having to do anything. That's what I perceived. I could be wrong, but that's what I perceived. And when I read it, it reads like that too. So I think that's what, I think people got confused as to what this does. I think the international piece had more to do with how you're able to pay. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yereq, can you mute for me, please?
Okay, all right.
$9.99, where in the United States, we can use debit cards and credit cards and things like that for the automatic deduction. Overseas, we can't necessarily do that because we can't go into, not everybody has access to a Visa logo. So what happened was the monthly, meaning you pay every single month, that was really set up for those who were going to use crypto. USDT was set in place for those who are international that did not have access to the Visa logo, and we could not charge automatically. So that's the difference between those. And then you have the regular subscription that you are deducted automatically every single month. I hope that helps.
It does indeed, Coach Dana. So again, guys, thank you very much for showing up and showing out. I love how we do this. I love that everybody on here, there's probably 3 people on here that are connected to me in any way. And I'm not saying that to pump my chest out or nothing. I'm just saying, guys, think about this. Everybody who's an owner, you all are equal. And because you all are equal, it doesn't matter who gets the information as long as you get it. If you're on here right now, and let's say you don't like how I flow, then catch somebody else's Tuesday night meeting. It's all good. Or if everybody in the company decides they want to start hanging out with G because they don't know what he gonna say next, right? That's cool. But I guarantee there's some people, if that were to happen, let me give you an example. Pete Hundley, I don't know who Pete is, but Pete's here. So what if Pete's in another team who's trying to have a meeting and they get an attitude with Pete because Pete hanging out over here with me? It's no problem, Pete, don't sweat it. Just go, don't make trouble. Because all of us getting the same thing. We're all going about this the same way and all trying to get the same thing. So again, I want to one more time say thank you very much for sharing your evening with me. There's a million places you could have been. You chose to be here, or you chose to be involved in YEREQGEO training for tonight, either here or somewhere else. If you know people with other trainings, that's cool, because what happens is you can connect with other people and say, how was your training? Oh, that was awesome, right? Because I know Dana was on another training. It's between 7 and 8 Central and the like. So as we close, I want to ask Dana to give us one more tidbit, one more little piece of information tonight that everybody can go home and jump up and down before tomorrow.
We are able to sell, well, no, we're able to lease
There you go.
electricity. We are able to lease electricity all over the world. We're able to share with Europe, Africa, Australia, wherever, and help them to save on their electricity bills. So we cannot say we're selling electricity, as Sir John said, they would shoot us.
Yep.
But we can lease that electricity. So what we want to do in the meantime, till you get certified, and you can do this, start collecting electricity bills from corporations, because this is for commercial electricity. We have something amazing coming for the home, but for right now, you want to get with those commercial entities, hotels, hospitals, corporate America, those buildings in your town, downtown. Go talk to them and say, what if I can save you 50 to 75% on your electricity bill? would you want to know how? And when they say yes, you say, well, I want you to know that we're not going to share your information or sell your information, but we need access to look at that electric bill so we can see what specific device your building needs, what specific equipment. They're going to tailor it to them. We have, Cynthia King will have an NDA that you will give to the company so they'll see that we're serious, and we're going to sign and say that we're not going to sell their information. Okay. So right now, that's what you need to be doing, looking at that. How can I connect with these companies and start collecting those electric bills?
Now,
Because now you can sell, you can now lease commercial electricity.
I hope y'all understand how big that is. Can you even grasp it? Let me give you two little examples. One of my buddies just started working at a resort here in Wisconsin. 75 acres, lake, buildings, offices, cabins, all this stuff. He probably spends about $150,000, $200,000 a month on electricity, because he's running it all year long. $150,000, $200,000 a month, right? Just on electricity. Paisley Park, studio, museum, records, all of that. Paisley Park, here where I live. They spend probably $250,000 a month in electricity. I can walk into the door to both of those places. Walk in, talk to the owner. I need to speak with you. 50 to 75% off your electric bill. Would it help? And don't forget the entire company, Eloise. If Eloise does not feel like going out, talk to nobody about no electricity, she ain't got to, because she gonna get a check regardless. She gonna get a check. She may not get as big a check as I get when I sign up Paisley Park, but she gonna get a bunch of money over time from just being here. You know why? Because Eloise gonna mind her business. With that, guys, thank you for minding your time. Thank you for minding your business. Hopefully you keep going to a mindset of being an owner and being a solution-driven person. Be on the move, on the mode of solution. Always in a place of solution, and always ask questions like, how can I? How can I? Juanita, you raised your hand. How can I help you? Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. You posed a question. Since we are doing preliminary work to talk to businesses about leasing electricity and getting copies of their electric bill, this might be a question for Dana. If it doesn't exist, can we have some type of a form like what we've got for the commercial funding that we can fill out once we get that business to help and provide the electricity bill, to lock that business into us?
As we are going to look at that a bit closely, I'll find out exactly what the process is going to be. But yes, they will be locked into you. They're going to have to register.
Thank you.
And
You are.
Juanita, because you are a go-getter, right? How about do this? Sometime between today and this coming Thursday, if you're on our Thursday night meeting, why don't you write something up? And I'll let you share your screen and you can show it to all of us and we'll critique it. Because if it's really cool and we haven't got anything corporate yet, I'd send it up and they may like it.
Well, I can possibly work on that, but I won't be able to share my screen. If you notice, I always have my picture up there, not live, because the apartment complex I live in, the internet is so intermittent that the minute I share my screen or turn on live, I'm bye-bye. I'm out of the Zooms.
No problem. Well, reach out to Dana. Reach out to Dana, put it together, reach out to Dana, let her see it. If Dana loves it, she's going to send it up. Somebody going to send it up. We are owners, guys. anything that's not in front of us is tall grass.
How do I reach Dana?
Anita, I'll give you the corporate email. It's capital D Johnson at YEREQGEO.com.
D Johnson, that's the letter D, JOHNSON at YEREQGEO.com.
That's correct.
Okay,
Bam.
thank you very much.
You're
Bam.
welcome.
That's how we do over here. We're solution driven. You watch what I tell you. Just because she has that in her brain now, her brain is firing different. So now she's moving towards a solution that she might be the author of the document, or at least the initial draft of the document that we end up having. And 2 years from now, when she's a multimillionaire, she'll be able to tell her grandkids, yeah, you see that house over there? That house in the back of our house? Yeah, I built that on just that draft. Right? So again, guys, understand where we are. Understand. John said 8 months. I was thinking at least a year and a half before he made me a millionaire. No, 8 months, y'all. 8 months. That's what he said. Isn't that what he said, Dana?
Exactly what he said.
That show what he said. Look at her flashing her gold backs. I got something ordered on the way home, right on the way here now. So hey guys, we're a little over time, but thank you very, very much for coming in and hanging out with me tonight, hanging out with all of us. Thank you to Dana, the queen herself. Thank you to my dog, Jonica, for handling that business. Thank you for everybody who had questions. Your questions help all of us. All of the questions help us with the answers. All of that helps. So thank you very much. And I'm your boy G. And as always in parting, unmute yourself and say peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.
Check you later, Peter.
Peace.